As I mentioned previously, I was over in Canada for a little bit when I was up in the Buffalo area of New York. And just on the other side of the Niagara area, there's this whole shopping area, and they have an international candy store right there. And I love going into those because I see unique candy that we don't get here. And they're, they're brands that we have, but then they're some sort of collaboration they've done. And for some reason, we're not getting them in the US, or I'm not seeing them here. So I went and grabbed a few KitKats that I saw, starting with these chunky. We have Biscoff here. Now, Biscoff kind of surprises me that I haven't seen here, because every time I get on a plane, they give me a Biscoff cookie. So I'm kind of surprised it's not something we see here. And then we've got Rolo. This is kind of interesting too, because again, I grew up eating Rolo. Why don't we get this here? And then Drumstick. What's more American than Drumstick from the ice cream man driving around your neighborhood? Kind of surprised there. And those were all chunky, but this is a more traditional KitKat. This was coconut. Another one I'm really surprised that we don't get, but I have kind of noticed that we don't tend to get a lot of variety of these type of KitKats in the US at all. But the nice thing is a quick drive across the border and you can get yourself some fun candy to try. Hello, welcome to Dad Snacks. We're gonna get to these right now. First up, let's do the Biscoff. There we go. There we go. A little deformed. It was in my backpack on the way back. Yeah, Biscoff cookie in the middle there. Kind of like a Twix almost, but you definitely get that Biscoff flavor on the end there. Typical KitKat chocolate up front. It's a little, this stuff's a little thicker though than the, these type of packs too. So I guess the chunky does have a little more chocolate. If you like Biscoff, that's definitely exactly what that tastes like. Up next, we've got ourselves the Drumstick version. Should have given you a cross section of the Biscoff one too, but as you can see, there's some caramel in there. It is that caramel from the Drumstick. And then they've got what they, some sort of cream in there to make it taste like vanilla. It does a pretty good job as well too. I'd eat this all the time. This is really good. All right, then we got Rolo. And the joys of filming, my camera stopped recording when I was taking a bite, so I'm gonna take one more on camera here. Well, I actually like this better than Rolo. It's not as chewy, which I kind of like. That's the one complaint about Rolo. You sit there and you just keep chewing. This one has that flavor, but without the chewiness. Last but not least, coconut. This one was the most expensive. It was $5 Canadian, which I normally wouldn't spend. They had other ones that were even more expensive. I was on a budget. I wasn't gonna go broke buying candy, but these were ones that intrigued me and had decent prices. The other ones were like three Canadian. Anyway, it's got that cool hybrid color shape, so a little bit of, I guess, the coconut and then the chocolate. Tastes more vanilla than coconut. I'm really not getting that coconut flavor. I see what they're kind of going for there. Kind of at the end there, you might get it, but it's not that pronounced. And as I said, it's more like they put vanilla chocolate in there as opposed to just straight coconut. And despite being the most expensive, like I said, $5 Canadian, it's my least favorite. It's not something I would seek out again. It just didn't have any memorable flavor or anything that was unique about it. But what did was this Rolo, and this Rolo was decent. I'm gonna go ahead and go 8.7 on this. As I said, that caramel in there, they did a really good job of softening it up a little bit and still making that Rolo flavor stand out. And then the Biscoff, I'm gonna go ahead and go 9.0. This is something I would have multiple times. Love the fact that they've added chocolate to the outside of it, but still retain that Biscoff flavor. This is great. And then my favorite of the bunch, obviously this Drumstick. I don't know how they did it, but they got that caramel in there that tastes exactly like the caramel in the Drumstick, as well as that vanilla ice cream flavor, and then the chocolate. They did a really good job here. I wanna see these in the States because I would buy a ton of them. And the best thing about this one, it was the least expensive. It was $3 Canadian. All in all, I think this is a very good haul. Sometimes I'll do this and I might like 1 out of 4, but I also have some Snicker bars that I bought. Those were even a little more pricier, but I'll be doing reviews on those in the near future. I'm happy these actually turned out okay, and I love doing this. I'm gonna continue to do it as I travel. Don't know where my next adventure is, but if there's a flavor you think I should seek out, let me know in the comments. And if you're not following me, make sure you smash that follow button or hit that like so I show up on your FYP. I review snacks like this every day and would love to have you on this snacks journey. But that's gonna do it for me today. Until my next snack, cheers. Thank y'all.